He's being the biggest dork. And I'm getting him to like look at the camera by he's chasing the mouse pointer. So I'm like, okay, well if I put the mouse pointer by the cam, what's going on? What's over here? What's over here? Hi, yes, boop boop. And give Ray some kisses. Give the internet some kisses. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's going on? Boop. Boop. What's piqued your interest over there? There's nothing over there. Hi. Yes. He is a cute, adorable bean who's been very needy over the past few days. Haven't you? You've been needy? Yes, you've been needy. I'm gonna put this up back over here. It's the DJ show, not the Orko show. How you doing, Ray? You alright? Where are you off now, huh? Why don't you just sit in the beanbag? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Good Abend, hello former astronomer, how you doing? Oh, it's been a weird day. Oh, bless. Well, hopefully we'll get to the good weird. Oh, yes, so you had an interview, didn't you, Ray? I love your cut down webcam interview thing. I'll put a shirt on the top, buckle it to there. That'll be fine. That'll be fine, who cares? Keep my gym jams at the bottom, doesn't matter. It was a complete and total waste of time. What? Like the interview was a waste of time? Did they sort of like outright tell you? Nah, I mean, not really. That sucks. Still. Yeah, like I say, you tried. They're more than me. I've hated my job for the past 3 or 4 years and I haven't got the nerve to try and put myself out there. See, while you're boogieing to my country tunes, I've got some like awesome synthwave going on here which will bring you to health and safety admin job at the same company you work for. No? I want someone with more health and safety experience. Okay. Well, you never know. You put yourself out there though, that can be a big deal sometimes. And yeah, you never know. What got you excited about health and safety? It's like, I don't like seeing people die. I'm a stickler for the rules. I don't know, maybe the World Health Organization gets excited about health and safety. Lawyers get excited about health and safety. Did we give them the health and safety course? Yes. And they still fell down the stairs? Yes. Excellent, we are absolved. Oh, Jesus. That... Alright, Nightbot, we haven't even started the game. Yes, it's a new game, folks. Let's bring it up. But I'm grooving to the tunes. You should be grooving to the tunes as well. It is a funky little number, this. Nice bit of 80s synthwave. I understand it's important. We're a construction company. That's fair. Right, now, I also have no idea about this game. First off, levels. I've listening back to some of the playback from the board game sesh the other day, and I think overall the levels are quite quiet. So I've boosted the preamp on my mic, although I worry about that it gets roomy and echoey. Am I gonna have to invest in soundproofing? I'm a part of it, like the desktop audio, getting that right in my headphones, along with the feedback from my microphone, is always the balancing thing. So the key thing is, right here, right now, what do we like? For the music and for my gob. My big fat gob. Uh-oh. Anyone got the money? Anyone got the beans? Anyone got the beans? Nobody's got the beans. No, nobody will ever have the beans. 2 more streams. 2 more streams. Alrighty. So, all I know about this game is that it is cyberpunk. We're gonna play. We're gonna be playing some sort of AI, I think, called Turing. Apparently, the voice is quite annoying, according to my friends JJ and Jenny. But with the voice acting, there is at least one character voiced by Austin Creed, aka Xavier Woods, aka one part of the greatest tag team of the past 5 or 6 years, The New Day! Hence all the stuff below about the Twitch. If you're a wrestling nerd, you're gonna get it. I'm a big fat wrestling nerd. But yeah, obviously we've got this sort of like retro thing going on. It's alright, you don't have to be a wrestling nerd. We're playing a cyberpunk game. You'll just see me marking out when Austin comes along, like, oh, it's Austin Creed. And you'll be like, oh, DJ, get a hobby. Oh wait, I got a hobby. It's playing video games with you guys. All right, but yeah, we got this retro thing going on. So I suppose we hit the new game button and let's see where we go. So this game was bundled with the bundle for racial justice and equality from itch.io last year.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines.
Hi, Akira. How you doing?
Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Cool. We've been set up. I mean, you know, the setup of the game, not set up. You know what I mean. But yeah, as per usual, new technologies, pushback. Hence my troll t-shirt. I like to troll the hippies with this shirt. 20th of December. Okay, home sweet home. Ah, I've got a mouse. I've got a thing over here. Okay, it's telling me there's more text to go. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. Home, musty home. Okay, that'll be it. So, good old point and click stuff. I've got a lips. Oh, Zoe Quinn's one of the voices as well. That's awesome. My ID card. Small plastic ID card with my name, picture and stats. Okay, my item tray. There's my saves. There's the options. Cool. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, she was, wasn't she? Yeah. Basically, the thing that launched Gamergate was some dude who just got pissed off and wanted his shit all over Zoe Quinn. And wrote this big fucking screed and put it on 4chan and just wound all the fucking, yeah, boyfriend or partner or fling, something I don't know. But he was a prick and unleashed the worst parts of the internet onto her, etc. Well, I'm glad she continued to get some work regardless. Oh, I forgot to... There's me tearing the top off this, but I forgot to show, for peeps like Ray, hey look, Jelly Tots are now vegan friendly. Making lazy food happen, being annoyed at Bolly Beetle party poopers. Their boyfriend, yeah, that's right. I think they are NB. Kira, are you just having toast for your dinner? Who do you think you are, me? Anyway, yes, I have vegan jelly tots. Fruit pastels as well, they've changed to vegan. So let's find out if they're any good. I mean, they're just big piles of sugar, right? Slightly different, slightly larger shape, I think. Yeah, it's fine. They haven't ruined them or anything. I'm sure there's going to be people out there going, they're not the same, they ruined them. It's fine. An entree of toast. Alright. It's a point and click adventure game. Let us point and click. Why is our sink undulating? You don't know exactly what that news is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. Okay, click on things, get a menu, turn on sink. Running water might just make it worse. Talk to the sink. You ask the blob in the sink not to lighter, but it bubbles up at you. What's in the fridge? The video screen in the front says, mustard, half full, spoiled milk, 10 days past expired. Anything else? Could have sworn you bought that spoiled milk recently. Okay, look at things multiple times. Okay. Open fridge. In the fridge, see a bottle of mustard and a carton of spoiled milk, which has developed an odour. Maybe the spoiled milk has one more good day in it. Maybe. Well, let's take the milk. We're just going to wander around smelling the spoiled milk. Ew. The mustard has adhered itself to the fridge door. Alright then. You remind the fridge that you need to pick up some more milk when you go out. It jots down milk on the list. Probably best just make a mental note instead. You've had enough of vitamin R for one lifetime anyway. Excellent. So 2064 and technology is not working that well. What are you on the floor? A single piece of loose unsorted paper lies on the ground. Where in the book is this scene supposed to take place? Why didn't you number your pages? Just kidding, it's blank. Well, sort of suit the room's aesthetic better with it there on the ground, don't you think? Okay, whatever. Can't pick up the paper. Here's a stack of them though. A stack of paper for your unpublished novel. This game was already throwing some shade. Careful, that's a load-bearing poster. What? Oh, it's no, stack of papers. Pen on paper is the most tangible method. If you're going to be so sloppy, maybe going digital would be a good goal. No, your principles whine too much on the thought. Would Hemingway go full digital if he were in 2064? Probably. We're a novel writer again. What is the poster? Your friend Hayden gave this to you. The group is old, but the music is timeless. That's what he said, at least. Nope, seriously. Last time it was moved, the wall nearly sank in. Don't touch. Okay, it's just looping twice around things. What are you? GX Ultra Beats headphones. Pair of GX Ultra Beats headphones, the ultimate in budget audio. You better try them out so you can start crafting your review. We're reviewing them, huh? Well, let's pick them up. We might need them. These are those GX Ultra Beats you have to do a product review on. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. Like the ooze. Nothing else there. There's a lappy, there's coffee, there's a book, there's a window, there's a plant. Well, let's have a look at our lappy. Good old lappy. May not be the most powerful or the fastest or have the best screen, but, well, it works. Now, what are you doing, lappy? Boot up, talk to, use an item on. Well, let's boot it up first, huh? Live Intelligence Processing System, Parallax Systems 2062. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Okay, today, Journal on it, Lips Live, Lips Inbox. I'll log out for a second and Oh yeah, we're reviewing headphones. So, we are both... How bad is that rustling picking up? Pretty bad, right? Why I didn't want the gain up? Well, as headphones go, and we've got access to the soundtrack. We got access to the bits of the soundtrack that we already knew. Ah, hey, there's some coffee. Coffee. The great equalizer. The one thing the poor and rich alike need to chug through the day. You see him. Drink the coffee. Take a sip of the old stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. Okay, I don't like the fact that I clicked on things. Spoiled milk and stale old coffee. Yum. So many of your internal organs are thanking you for refusing to drink from that again. Oh, bad coffee. Oh yeah, we got bad coffee. Copy of Wakefield. Sometimes the old books are the best, especially to keep your window propped open. Class is getting boring pretty fast after multiple reads. Besides, it's more useful holding up the window. Okay, well, they're making a point. That the window is broken and being propped open by that book. Maintenance request pending. I'm sure our landlord will get around to it. Never. Despite the smell, keep the window open. Better have gross air than no air. Besides, the window's broken. We have a plant. Plant's in pretty bad shape. This is supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of. Careful, the poor thing is more fragile than a snowflake. This says a lot about us then. Oh well. Let's use our laptop. Boop 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 boop. Okay, today is NeoSF's most beloved morning show all about news and entertainment. People in Neo, Oklahoma are still confused by the name. This is the show's online newspaper called The Scanline. OK Today is usually all about feel-good news, but it does focus on serious current events at times as well. Current events article, story about the human revolution. Human revolution remains vigilant in #StayHuman. Protests in Upper Market. December 19th, the Human Revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside various Genus clinics around the city, including those in the East Bay and down the peninsula. Genus, the gene splicing treatment facility, has been met with much controversy since the organisation reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Genus employee Mort Crane spoke to OK Today exclusively. According to him, most Genus workers are up in arms, claiming they're being terrorised in their own city. We're here to help people who need gene therapy for their own personal reasons, whatever they are, said Crane. Individual rights have always been of paramount importance to us, he continued, and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or require. The Human Revolution stands behind their claim that Genus is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. The group feels that the goals stated by Genus, in addition to newer cybernetic technology, are warping humanity into a very scary, dark future. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We were born human. Who are we to mess with our genes and start turning everybody into who knows what? Said one protester, who asked to remain anonymous. It's ridiculous and scary. It's not human. More information to follow as the story develops late into the holiday 2064 season. Jim Valmarana, OK Today. They sound a bit turfy, right? Is it just me? Is it just me? Charlie Nova.
Hey, it's Charlie Nova, host of Star in the Stratosphere and Tonight in the Stars. Join Ryan V. Josio and the Hassy Boys for our 10th annual TMI New Year's Eve special, where I'll interview some of the hottest celebrities and find out what their plans are for 2065. Tune in or join us live at Union Square for the big show, starting at 10 p.m.
Well, we know what to do for New Year's. Sports. Story about our hometown Neo-SF 49ers. I'm wearing the wrong shirt. The Neo-SF 49ers, hashtag Quest for 10 is back on. December 19th, Sunday's big game at New Candlestick brings an important question to everyone's mind. Can the 49ers punch their ticket to the playoffs and bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Neo San Francisco? It would mark the first win since the move to New Candlestick after almost 50-year hiatus from the city. Since returning, they've had disappointing losses to the New York Giants and the Mexico City Luchadors. They brought on a fresh coach, but controversy surrounds their new quarterback, Patricia Lopez, as some vocal sports fans continue to accuse her of having illegal cybernetic enhancements. Certain modifications of implants are banned by the league, but their official reports state their repeated investigations into Lopez found no evidence to substantiate those rumors. It's relevant to point out that Lopez is the first woman to ever be quarterback in a major football team. The 49ers look to reclaim their top spot since their last win with their Super Bowl, whatever number that is, 79 victory over the Tokyo Titans. Sunday's game is a rubber match, and the winner secures a spot in the playoffs. Between our Neo-SF 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, it'll be a close game to say the least. Catch Sunday's results here first. For all things everything, I'm June Valma Anna, OK Today. She does the sports as well. Busy lass. What happened to original SF? Well, or do you mean about the return? Because actually, I know this for a fact. Yeah, a couple of years ago, the San Francisco 49ers moved out of Candlestick Park in South San Francisco, where they used to play, and actually their new stadium is across the bay, somewhere around Oakland. I know this because I've been to Candlestick Park. I am vaguely aware of some things to do with American football. So I think that's what it means by the return. Local news article. The only NFL game I've ever been to. Same. Hello, lads. How you doing? We got a local news article. A story about a broken down Froyo stand. Golden Gate Park, vandalism on the rise. December 19th, reports show the local foodie booth JJ's Froyo stand was destroyed last night in what appears to be another case of rogue Rom committing an act of vandalism. The cart was evidently attacked and damaged by a large Rom that had no shell. Witnesses state that the alleged perpetrator has been randomly appearing at night before lumbering back into the nearby trees on the western side of the park. This is the first case of a Rom being reported to live on its own in the wild as a stray. Police say that tracking down the potential owner of the Rom is likely impossible. Some speculate that the strange Rom may have been framed by vandals who set their crime deliberately to make it appear to have been carried out by the Rom, rogue or under orders. OK Today reached out to Parallax for comment, and they assured us that the rogue Rom is purely a myth that tends to pop up conveniently when low-revenue businesses have the urge to file an insurance claim. Parallax did not appreciate the reports of vandalism being attributed to their models. Is this Wild Ron the real deal, or could it be a fairy tale created by those looking to make a quick buck? Or perhaps there's something else to be gained. More as this story progresses. Mel Hopkins, OK Today. Hello, Fi4. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're playing like the 2064 read-only memories, the prologue. We haven't even left our room yet. We're reading the news. Oh no, we read that news article. What are you? No, nothing. That's it. That's it for OK Today. Journal Logic. Isn't the fanciest program, but it's the only word editor that still gets update for a machine as old as yours. Huh? Oh well. Before you can write a review for these dang headphones, you should test them out around the apartment first. Alright, alright. This isn't legendary, no. This is 2064 read-only memories. It's a point and click. We like point and clicks. It's cyberpunk. I'm cool with cyberpunk. It's meant to be very queer friendly. And it stars one of my favourite WWE superstars, Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed. So, what else do you need to know? Lips Live. This is Lips Live, the premier online video network. This app is like a mesh of all active streams. The GX Ultra Beats sync to Lappy automatically as you connect to one of the less pornographic feeds. Your best options are usually limited to video game streams, old concert recordings, and live cams of baby animals. Your choice is clear. Lappy speakers feel neglected, but now you have the first-hand experience needed to start actually writing the review. The first part of work is done. You're so accomplished. Yeah, so we got some headphones we're meant to be reviewing, huh? So now we can use Journal Logic. Alright, time to get work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul, bit by bit, character by character. Finished. Now send it off to the editor. Ah, your big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal. Surely. Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed. Or you go through the rest of your emails first? Yeah, I suppose. Spam mail. Get cheap crash! Oh, 99 credits for 30 days prize for 212 stems. Scam mail. Hello there, I am Princess Emma Thomas. Yes, the Princess Emma, heiress to the digital empire of the horse fortune. I write you today as I need your help to secure my great fortune. You see, it has become frozen and I need to transfer it to at least 5 different accounts or the World Bank will seize my credits, amounting to 420,194.1 credits. Please, if you could send your personal credit ID marker to me immediately so that I can send you your 20% of the fortune, I'll only require that you send half back upon receipt of the funds. Oh yeah, this is an offer we cannot refuse, Kira. You may keep the rest of the money. The best part, there's literally nothing that can go wrong. So, grab yourself some Vegemite and welcome to the Queendom. What is this email? It's a scam. Oh, here's a bill. Your account is past due in the amount of 1,396.4 credits. Failure to restore your account may result in termination of service. Power plant power. Ah, yes. That age-old choice between food or electricity. Work mail. Hey there! I'm the lead editor for What the Fuck Sounds. Hang on, I thought it said Oh My God Sounds there. Formerly Oh My God Sounds. We're a new up-and-coming audio review feed looking for hot talent who need a platform for their work. You can pay me an exposure? We'd love to feature any product reviews you'd like to do for us. We'd be able to give you some great exposure. And if you like your stuff, could possibly throw some creds your way. Don't they know people die of exposure? Oh, rent. Another article, another paycheck. It's all going straight to your rent. Promotional mail. A coupon for 5 credits back on a Hassie Infinity. What was that, team? A Hassie Infinity has all your daily calories with none of the nutritional value. Like the opposite of a diet version. I want to hear that tune again. Okay. An invitation. I like invitations. Come see the lighting ceremony of the Christmas tree downtown from your friends at Dr. Trisha Lee, DDS. Why would your dentist invite you to a lighting ceremony? Feels like a trap. Probably a trap. Trap. And a weekly update. This is your weekly update from Vintage Tech, your #1 source for classic technology. Popular pieces this week: The King of Click, a retrospect on the classical Model N keyboard. Unsubscribe. Request denied. Subscription cannot be modified. You motherfuckers. Well, that's our mail. I guess now we log out and go to bed. Go to sleep. We get paid in exposure. Who the fuck are you? What are you doing coming into my bed late at night? There's a little robot in my room.
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
There's a robot in my room.
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient.
There's a robot taking the piss out of me in my room.
Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
I mean, there's a lot of valid options here. I'm thinking that... You feel that every night when you try to sleep. What? That there's a robot in your room? And then cutting hands, picturing that, cutting up and going, why is there a robot in my room? Lots of very valid... I'm going to go with, how did you get into my apartment? Oh, take the piss out of you.
I came in through the door, of course.
It's a smart-ass robot.
The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious.
It broke into my apartment.
It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the SecuGate M/14723-B.
Robot pen tester. Why is the robot pen testing my apartment, though? I think we should complain about locksmith. Who are you? Howdy.
Don't feel too bad.
Okay.
I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you.
Stored, but wait.
I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken.
Who Who are you and how did you get in here? I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith. I haven't seen Police Squad for years. They are stalking us though, aren't they? You're right.
And that you left it open.
We know the window's broken. They're under chatter.
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience.
Are you a salesperson for InSec? Lods, that is an amazing little story. What was the lecture about, Lods? Was it about physical security? Anyway, is this robot a salesperson, sales bot for InSec?
The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Or a sales bot for Congo? Hold on, what are you doing in my apartment?
Oh, I hope you don't mind.
Well, I do.
While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators. So I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit.
Didn't do the goo in the sink though, did you?
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
I mean, I'm tempted to go a snag, but no. Why are you here? I'm calling the cops. You...
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous.
They're new roomie, and they're a neat freak. I wouldn't mind if I actually was looking for a new roomie. Innovative systems, computer science students. Wrote a picture of Peter Shaw with this rapping by the lecture.
I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
Okay, so Hayden's someone I know.
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes. I don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
Help me over on Kenobi. You're the most statistically supported person. Okay, well, at least now he's named a friend. He, they, it, I know. Sort of a very young voice, but anyway, yeah, let's just start from the beginning. What's going on?
The beginning. Okay, yes, I can do that.
Oh yeah, I've got to click things, haven't I?
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Alright, we're into a mystery, folks. Why is our friend who we haven't heard from in some time having people break down their door? Why do they want Hayden? Yeah.
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
Yeah, who are you? What do you have to do with this?
Excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself.
Yeah.
I've never had the pleasure of doing so before.
Be helpful.
I am Turing. I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
So the Sirius Cybernetics Corp are behind this. Oh, damn you, Sirius Cybernetics Corp.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence.
Wasn't that song by Jamiroquai?
They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting some deep philosophy stuff.
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
Yeah, we are getting a little too philosophical.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Yeah, so why was my mate being kidnapped?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
See if they're feeling with a Turing Bechdel test. Put them in a room unseen and have a human ask them questions about the men in their life. Could be a very aggressive surprise party. It's your birthday, we're going to put a bag over your head, tie you up and throw you in the boot of the car.
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so. I took into account that you might not want to help me out of the goodness of your heart, as they say. But considering your recent slump in published articles and the lack of liquid assets in your bank accounts, I figured you would jump at the chance to be first on the scene of the violent disappearance of a prominent parallax researcher right in the heart of Neo-SF. Am I wrong? Maybe you store your cash under that ratty mattress in the corner.
They're a cheeky one. Point. I guess we get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Thanks. Even though now we're aware of the name, is calling it Bobblehead a bit rude? It's like, why not go to the police? Bobblehead or police? Or sarcastic fact that we definitely can't afford this cab? True. Alright, Bobblehead.
My head does not bobble, thank you very much.
Woohoo! Someone's got a sassy AI.
In addition, I would not expect you to help me without fair compensation. I assure you, there is a story here. Whether you are good enough to find it or not is up to you. I hope you are, for Hayden's sake.
Oh, cool. Well, we get to do all of them.
No, we can't. One of the last things Hayden told me was to avoid the authorities. We must be cautious about who we inform of this.
Okay.
My calculations show that the possibilities of a leak are dangerously high. Corruption, despite being a challenge to public trust as well as cohesion of departmental policies, is still a possibility to consider. If it becomes public that Hayden has been kidnapped, his life may be put in further danger. His chances of escape would surely decrease. We must keep this to ourselves for now, please.
Fair conversation. 2 rides on the waltzers. Alright, let's go. Are we still carrying the milk? It's the 21st. Hayden's apartment.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock. It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Before we go any further, I feel I need to clear the air between us. Events have been proceeding faster than I am capable of processing them, and I may have been overly critical of you in our previous conversations.
Oh, really? Huh? Overly critical is one way to say you're a right little cheeky fucker. Yes, a paranoid tech bro said the cops might be corrupt, and that the public outing of everything might make things worse. Fascinating bro, what are you running? A fucking Cyrix. Now there's a deep 90s cut for you. My first PC was a Cyrix. Apparently you could fry an egg on one of those things.
I have put you in an unexpected situation, and it was tactless of me to question your motivations. Let's strive to have a more harmonious relationship from now on.
Okay. Whatever. Whatever.
Oh, a lucky break!
What?
It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
You're doing it again. For all we know, Hayden might be a libertarian who considers the cops dangerous because they might question the ethics of creating AI. There's already, I don't know if you missed it earlier, Arcraft, but there is already a sort of anti-technical progress group, but they're mostly protesting about cybernetics and gene splicing. But they will probably complain about, like, you know, super AIs as well. Well, that doesn't look like there was much of a struggle, does that?
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Here we go. The classic. Is E3 laws safe?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Please don't.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Yeah, I mean... glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though.
Alright, I'm not sure. The bot, this robot's more a libertarian. Probably shouldn't murder people, but you're allowed to have as many guns as you like in self and home defense.
I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
You're a coward? I'm gonna go with this.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Those sorts of views, there's no way CPU isn't a Texas Instrument. Alright, we're back. Right, first off, we've had the bot telling us that we should save. Why, when I press enter, does it give me a capital H? Oh, what? Now type it again. Okay, oh, just over it. The other thing keeping them rip me arm off, they're too weak to actually do it. That would have been nice, huh? Alright, here we go. The crime scene. There's a plant. There's a plant! There's some photos. The window. Is the window open?
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from.
Okay.
It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
Are you sturdy? Well, obviously you're sturdy enough to survive that kind of fall, because you did.
I took the fire escape.
Aha! Cunning. Of course you did. Turing failed the strength check. Passed the Turing test. Failed the strength check. Broken tech. A ROM component in Hayden's headset. He must be in the middle of working on something. Well, busted. Must have dropped it in the skirmish. Oh, a memory card. It's like an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. Well, I guess we pick it up. Oh, we still got the super spoiled milk. Gross. Those damn headphones and the memory card.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Intensive programming.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
You hacked my door easily enough.
Your door used a much simpler set of algorithms with a much weaker processor. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
This bot talks too much, so I was warned that the voice acting for this bot was a bit annoying. I'm not sure how annoying compared to Anna in Anna's Quest yet. It's kind of cute so far. Have a fucking mind Bitcoin, you'll be torn like HAL 9000 in no time. Dave? What are you doing, Dave? Why are you mining Dogcoin, Dave? There are no returns in Dogcoin. Can we turn off some of the complex personality algorithms? It could be worth it. Or yeah, unload teams.
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert.
Alright, so what you're saying is he's shit.
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability. Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Of course. You know what just twigged? Sounds a bit like Ben from Anna's Quest. Just not quite as annoying, but just almost Ben from Anna's Quest. But also, how is a robot not good at computing but good at abstract art? Let's find out.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction, still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Yeah, let's get back to searching. No idea how to log in, huh? No compatible slots with that. Okay, that's the window. We can... Long way down. Better be careful out in the balcony. Oh, maybe not. Okay. What else? Let's click on game consoles. For your vintage video game consoles, Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's a Mega 16, a Dual, and even a Familink. Foreshadowing? Probably. We gain the strength of the temptation we resist. So, probably become a rad video game wizard now. Hey, where's the other stuff gone from my items? So literally the only thing I can do is pour milk. That'll be one funky controller. Yep. TV. Television's looped through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech banter, Ted's code tips, augmented eye. There are no buttons on the screen and there's no need to watch TV right now, apparently. Okay, fine. Pictures of Hayden travelling all over the world, working in a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well. Fair enough. Sentiments understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon. Alright, fine. What's with the plant? The plant's doing much better than one at home. I'm even sarcastic to myself. Pause off. Based on your track record, it's for the best. Alright, fair enough. Ooh, ROM parts, huh?
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
What reason would you have for taking this? You don't even own a ROM. But it's a point and click. We should take everything possible in a point and click. Stack of books, huh?
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books. Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. The memory card slot is empty. It seems to be a match for the memory card you discovered.
Thanks. Well, you know what? There we go, remove from items.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections.
And then threw it on the floor.
If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
Tabs Counter said he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district.
Stardust.
I'll mark it on your city map. We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
City map?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you.
Oh, assist, right.
For
okay.
example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Yeah, you knew everything about me already. Her what? Don't you her?
This is just how things are done. I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program. So, here we go! Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's Live Intelligence Processing System. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name.
But you're not pronouncing it.
Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Hey! Finally getting to some of that LGBTQ plus friendly stuff. We can choose our pronouns. We still don't know theirs. I've been using he because it's got a sort of young male voice. Text-to-speech is not licensed for names. So we got the classic 3. We got the Zer and the other Zer. Or we have custom. So we have a wide choice. I'm gonna stick with my boring cis-hetness as the Sigma male that I am. I mean, we can, you know what, I'm nothing if not a slave to chat. If chat thinks, I mean, we could take they, them, theirs, because we're a plurality of genders in chat.
Please enter your pronouns.
We can do it's. Custom sigmas. I mean, I'm a he, but you know, I may be a dull, boring cis-het, but that didn't stop us dating Tio in Arcade Spirits. Kibitzing stretching. Fine.
Should it be is or are? Here's how your pronouns look in action. Does that look right?
Yeah, well, I mean, thank you for being very supportive, but I am actually going to go they, them. Because we're all playing the game. We're a plurality of genders. So, we're going to be they,
Thank
them.
you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
Where's meat and cheese? Nice gender. Did your mum pick it for you? I want that shit. See that, Garcraft. What other food options have we got? I mean, I'm probably going to go omnivorous, but unless they've got sort of like meat and cheese. God damn it, Turing.
Diet set as God damn it, Turing. Are you sure? Thank you for confirming.
Preferred diet is charcuterie. Oh, Captain Vimes Disorganizer. God, I forgot about that.
I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy or restart setup.
Yeah, it's fine. DJ, they, them.
Does that sound right?
Damn it, Turing. Yes. I'm not going through this wizard again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Text-to-speech not licensed.
See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
Let's walk around a little bit more.
All right. When you are ready to leave, just use your map.
Cool. Maps in the item here. There's nothing else that we can really click on here, is there? I think we've done everything. We've done the window, game consoles, and the broken tech and the tally. Don't leave fingerprints. I think no, we probably have done everything here. Did you find that t-shirt online, Ray? Or did you make it yourself? Because I do want that t-shirt. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. We've got a bot to remind us, but thank you. Here we go. That was just the prologue, folks. Outer sunset. That's what time of day it is.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
My what now?
Have you been overwatering it?
Oh, the plant.
This jade plant you have on the windowsill here. It's actually a succulent, And since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
I mean, I think they think they're being helpful.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office. And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Sounds like our landlord.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe? I will continue to formulate a stratagem. How thoughtful of them! The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant. They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck. Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
Okay, so what do you want me to do about
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon. You just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it. Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had.
I feel seen. I'm terrible at looking after plants. Do not look at my garden. I mean, yeah, sure.
Excellent.
I'm being bullied by my digital assistant again.
The supplies should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing. When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health. There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the studies was a bit shaky, so it could all be rank superstition. Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn. It'll really pull the whole room together.
There's the rug.
You know, once we get the sink fixed. Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Cheers. Let's get a save in. Fine. Typos, whatever. So here we are, San Francisco. I'm actually trying to work out where we are based on knowing San Francisco. I haven't been there a couple of times. And I did save the game Nightbot, but thank you. This is home, and then... Oh no, this is the Stardust Club. This is home, is it? That's home. What's the blob there? Doesn't say what that blob is. So we're actually, because this is Golden Gate Park. And then this is more towards sort of like height. Oh no, actually that's height. We're below height. Oh no. Let's go to the Stardust Club. We can compare to
Well,
maps
this
later.
looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth.
Why wouldn't they
From the
be?
sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside. And some answers.
$26.2 Zis CR4 Coupe. Perfect. Letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car, huh? You push the car. Tell the car to stay parked. It doesn't recognize your voice, so it doesn't respond. Let's stop. Different means, same outcome. Still, victory! Why is the city moving in the macro should be static? Oh, right, yeah. It's near San Francisco. It's obviously floating on something. These plants are completely self-contained. Bacteria live in the base. They take in oxygen, release CO2 while keeping the soil rich by breaking down decaying material shed by the plant. That might be relevant at some point. Oh, hey, we can look through. Take a look inside the club. It's busy enough to feel like the place to be, but not so busy that you can't move.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
Okay. It's open. This sign's on 24/7. Just start this sign, huh? Well, let's hug the bouncer. Let's talk to the bouncer.
Welcome to Stardust.
Well, that's it. He's just saying, welcome to Stardust. I suppose we just go in then.
Hold up there. Got ID?
Oh, yeah, fine.
Alright, looks good to me. Welcome to Stardust.
Thank you for your poor
This is
quality
the place.
recording.
Have you ever been here before?
Nope. Nah. DJ, hey Jonas, how you doing, man? Welcome to 2064 Read-Only Memories. We've picked up a slightly chopsy robot assistant, and it's taking us to a nightclub. We're solving a kidnapping or something. Our friend has been kidnapped. His robot escaped. And yeah, we're trying to find him. And we come to a club. I can say it's not my kind of zone.
It does seem to be a bit boisterous for your taste, at least from what I know of them.
What do you know of my taste, robot?
Still, the noise and the crowd should help keep our investigation clandestine. Anyway, where do you think we should start?
Check the bar.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
We appear to be searching for an application web server. We're not the robot, no. We are a journalist slash writer that's not getting paid much, but we've got a friend who's like a super coder who's somehow made a super AI that's a little bit chopsy. They got kidnapped, and the AI worked out that we would statistically be the best help. Well, there's lots of posters, but let's talk to the bartender. Or touch the bartender. Let's talk to the bartender.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
Are we proving the stats to be correct? I don't know yet. It's very early. Might as well have a drink.
What are you having?
Beer, Blue Boy, Sazerac, drinking game, Wiener Juice, Core Appeal, Jesus, TMF, Gut Punch, Whiskey, Blue Fairy, Spicy Gentleman, Persian June, Sickly Sky, Wolf by Shot, Tokyo Tea, Jesus, Radimaster, Garibaldi, Onyx Rum, maybe, Antarctic Harvest, Groggy Nog, Sunshine Cloud, Michelada, Sober Chauffeur. Please tell me that this is a non-alcoholic cocktail. Maple You Closer? What? Air Drink, Kia Royale, Ingredients and Ratios, Bionic Femme. Wow, Fluffy Dream, Natasha Allegri, Sour Appletini, Den Svenska Jornstammen, Tastes Like Orange. Jesus, how many drinks? Scotch Drop and Roll, Butch Flower. I like that, Butch Flower. Dougie's and Cream. Fucking, I don't know. Subtle Bitch. 7 minutes. Clumsy Belarusian, Hassy Spike, Modest Connie. Green Tea. Should we just have a green tea? Mo Sugar Rush, Buzzer, Whiskey Rita, Rusty Nail, Canopy, Power Play, PT, Rusted Lace, Bears Wintertini, Netherworld, Beer. Alright, now we're just looping around, huh? I quite fancy a Spicy Gentleman. Stop it.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in that?
Oh, Jesus.
Drinctionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
2 parts vodka, 2 teaspoons sriracha, 1 lemon twist, then finish with chili garnish. Wahoo!
Does that sound good?
Sounds good. It's fine.
All right, you got it. Coming right up.
I'm not going through all the drinks to find out what they are. Yeah, it'll clear the sinuses. Spicy Gentleman.
Now, what is it you need to know?
Right. We've just walked into a bar where our friend Hayden was meant to meet Tomcat. Shall we carry on? Shall we do a bit of subterfuge? Pretend to be Hayden.
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking. Oh, I should introduce myself. The name's Majid. I've been the bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that. So, what do you want to know?
Hi, Hawk. Are you deal streaming, Ray? Oh, have fun, JT. For those who don't know, let's first off give JT a shout out. Being on the Sun and Skies, huh? Yeah, Jonas also does a podcast with Jamie the Bunyip Man, and they're recording tonight. Then cool. Say hi to Jamie as well. What do we want to know about Majid? What did you do before Stardust?
Mostly got myself into trouble. When I emigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employable skills. But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff. Bodyguard work. Truth be told, I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. Wanted something regular, peaceful. I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole at the time. The rest is history. I'm sure it sounds more exciting than it was. That's true, and it was true about Stardust. The first 6 months were great, but after that, the interest dried up and the kids moved on to the next big thing. But I guess I'm just stubborn and kept throwing good money after bad. Ha! After 2 years in a remodel, things started to pick back up again. We slowly dug ourselves out of the debt hole. We got some regulars around, they started bringing in enough new folks, and it reached critical mass pretty quick.
That's where Hayden was.
Hayden, scientist guy, does some kind of computer research at Parallax.
Yeah, that's him.
Pretty sure I know who you're talking about, but I don't think he's around here tonight. Our place doesn't really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure.
Because that's what you do, right? Oh, is that why I hate my job and I can't find another one? I'm not going to the right nightclubs. If I went to the cool nightclubs, I could be scouted by, well, and they could be like, oh yeah, you're pretty good at like Python and scripting and gluing together APIs and stuff. Why don't you come work for us? It's because I'm not going to the right clubs. That's what it is. Not that I'm like fucking full of anxiety at my CV and job interviews or anything.
I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him. I'll let you know.
Cheers, bud.
Well, it was nice meeting you, but I gotta get back to work. I'll keep an eye out for Tomcat and send them your way if I see them. Good luck! Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger.
Alright, cheers, Majid. Poster for the band Zazen, one of the more popular live acts in the city. Okay. Scrap Brain, a new single by Zazen, sponsored by Arena Box. It's a poster ad for the new art exhibit at New Drive in the Fillmore district. A flyer for Zone 3, a new arcade that opens on Christmas.
I've saved the location to my memory. Let's check it out after the investigation.
Because of course. What's that? Ooh, movie posters, huh? Click on everything. Red World, an abstract indie flick premiering at the Castro. Random glass of whiskey, huh? Shot of whiskey. It's not yours. Should we drink it anyway? Don't drink drinks that aren't yours. Oh, it's a very good point. You should never... It's a chair. It's not even a spinny chair. It only looks like one. Boo! Oh, hey, we can go right, huh? Mystery people, rad dancer, there's a table. There's a mega phobator. An arcade punk. Stanchion? There's a barrier between the arcade and the VIP section. Apparently being isolated far away from the bar, dance floor, and video games makes you important somehow. No, I said go left. And go left. Alright, cool. Well, that's all we've got to look around on. Let's talk to some random people. That's the thing now. We live in the future where genetic body modification is fine. Therefore, Furries are just out and proud, living their best lives. Woman stands at the drink table, quietly people watching. Don't touch strange women.
Yes, can I help you? Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped.
Oh, so they do know them then.
So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising.
Alrighty.
And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt.
Alrighty.
Oh, really? Why, pray tell?
Because you look like a cat. I'm gonna dig myself into a hole here, right?
Thought so. Look, asshole, I'll explain this once. You want to talk about the hybrid thing? Cool. No one's trying to hide it, and you won't have an easy time avoiding it at this club. But jokes, puns, and worse, assumptions? That will get you blacklisted fast. We don't all have the energy to handhold genotypical people who can't spare 10 seconds to pull out their ROM and look things up. If you try to pet me, your arm is coming off.
I like her.
We clear?
Sorry, did you say genotypical?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to.
Don't continue digging down the hole. No, right.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
Hey there. I heard you were looking for me.
Are you Tomcats?
Yours truly, doll. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly. I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh?
I know why that woman was giving me a hard time. I was being a bell end.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Hayden's missing.
We're not very good at this investigating thing. We should have teased around that and not given it away straight away. Are you Tomcat? Our friend's gone missing. Maybe we should have gone for oh yeah, you're Tomcat. Yeah. I think you're meant to be meeting Hayden tonight. Yeah, and just kind of teasing it out a bit.
Well, that's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got his little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with?
We know why she was giving us a hard time. We were an arsehole.
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man. Mostly that little bite you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turing is all I knew about. Whew, it's a powerful OS, and it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is. It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits, and it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Of course. Can you explain like I'm a child?
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private. It's handy in dense population areas like NeoSF, since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck.
Okay, yeah.
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, whew, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
Aren't they?
Oh, sure! You may have even heard of me in the news way back when.
No, please do.
About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers. Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal. Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige. Well, to see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government. I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow.
Ish.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Sometimes. oh, am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave.
What's the deal? Are you from the South?
Raleigh, North Carolina, dog. Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down. Still, this ain't a bad town for a Southern belle. Lots of clothes. I had to get a third walk-in closet.
That's quite cute that folks like the way the sun goes down. Shall we get this thing over with now? We know we were being an insensitive arsehole to her, but...
Oh, don't you worry about Jess none. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks.
Including us.
'Cause, well... Whew, they are. Especially the hybrids, though I think it's more the way they look than the way they act. Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places. Well, she does owe me a favor, or 3, but I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
But yeah, let's do the mission.
Yeah, I'm not real sure, hun. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself. Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find. The data cache would be the best place to start.
Cool.
Good luck.
We have a
Turn,
mission.
You keep out of trouble.
So we could stay and talk to the rad dancer, the other dancer, maybe not Jess, the arcade punk, or should we just go and get the thing? Tomcat is kind of cool. I'm like the Tomcat doll. Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, Tomcat's pretty cool. And I don't blame Jess for being surly, given that people are assholes. All the barman, you know what? Oh, we had to leave our drink behind. Oh, so there's Hayden's apartment. Okay. That's very downtown. NSFPD 83, hold citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the New San Francisco Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location. My friend's place. Is everything okay? I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen. I really need to get in there. That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition with a collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo-SFTB personnel may enter. I'm required by law to inform you that I am set at Level 2 guard mode, and any effort to make any unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate. I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute. I am unauthorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving.
Yeah, that's a good idea, right?
Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
Yeah, up the fire escape. Do I have a contact inside the Neo-SFPD? Apparently I do.
Who would that be?
Who would that
I found
be?
no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Lexi, apparently.
Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister. I must have missed that link in your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence.
Apparently,
It makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
yeah, I can prefer it that way.
Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
That would be Detective Rivers.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
Probably a good idea, yeah.
Done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we?
Yeah, we've already had one.
Now lead the way.
Alright, so we're building up places. We got the police station, we got Hayden's apartment, we got the Stardust Club, and we've got our own place. And no immediate way to save. So I think I do want to sort of maybe wrap this up in a wee bit. We're getting into about 2 hours. The Neo San Francisco Police Station for the Richmond District. There's all the charm of, well, any other old police department. Here we go. We are at the menu. Save. Save. Overwrite, that's fine. Alrighty, folks. I think I'd like to wrap this one up here. It seems a good little point to wrap it up. Kind of interesting, this one. I like the mystery of it all, but seems very limited at the moment in terms of point and click. Maybe it'll open up into some interesting puzzle stuff as we open up the story a bit more, but we'll see. But thanks for joining. It's always great to spend some time with you guys and play some video games. Let's have a look who's about for a bit of a raid. Quite a few people are on. In fact, actually, since Jonas did pop in to say hi, they are actually recording live on the Bunyip Man's channel, so I think we'll pop in to say hello there. It is not Hash, the Bunyip Man. So we'll pop in there, see what they're doing. Like I say, thanks a lot for joining in. Always fun. We'll be back with this on Friday, and then on Saturday it'll be the end of the Final Fantasy bullshit. But otherwise, yeah, we'll see you here on Friday and see you around about. Twitter, Discord, links are all down there. If you don't already, you know where to find me. Lovely to hang around with you anytime, any place. But yeah, let's go see the Bunyip Man. Alright, see you folks, bye!
By all the nine so wonderfully well, like such a good blend of those comedic themes, those narrative themes, those little bits of character and humor, and I can still hear some of the songs that Mr. Pickles sings on his show. I remember the visceral delivery of Sebastian, the dad, delivering the big F-bomb at dinner when